Did you know that Australians pay around $43 million on international transaction fees? Not every single year or month, but weekly. Now that's a lot of money that's being unnecessarily wasted and being paid to the banks for absolutely no reason at all. Plus another $43 million per year on ATM fees. Now if you add all this up, this is a whopping $200 million per year. And guys, I promise I'm not making these figures up. Go look at the links in description and you'll see for yourself. And all of these fees are avoidable, so what can you do? Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Fyzee. If you're new here, hello. On this channel, we look at Australian personal finance, and today we're looking at some of the top bank accounts that I use currently. And these work for me perfectly, and hopefully they work for you as well. As always guys, we are speaking in a general sense only. This is not financial advice. I am not a financial advisor. Read the product guidelines to see if this is even the right product for you. And of course, none of the banks are paying me to say this because nobody knows who I am. Okay, bank number one is the NAB Classic Banking account. This is quite literally the first bank account that I've ever used ever. And I'm glad this was the first account and not something like the CBA accounts or the ANZ accounts. The reason being is because they have no monthly fees or service fees or whatever the banks call it these days. It's fee-free to just open up the account. Because other banks want a monthly deposit of like 2K per month or something ridiculous like that. Otherwise, they charge you like a $5 monthly service fee, but this bank has nothing like that. So currently, if you don't have a job or if you've got a job that pays very little money and your job doesn't pay you at least 2K per month, this could be a good alternative. And basically, you can just hold your money with this account for the time being. Now, in my intro, I did speak about the international transaction fees and the ATM fees before. And with this bank, the truth is you will pay for these things, so just watch out. If you use a non-Big Four bank ATM or buy things overseas in a currency other than Australia, you will pay the relevant ATM fee or a 3% overseas transaction fee. So why do I still use this? Well, because I've always had it. It's free, it's convenient. Plus the app isn't too bad either. But if you want to avoid those two fees, what can you do? Well, the other option is account number two, which is the Macquarie Transaction account. Now with this account, I've been using it for over a year and I've actually had no issues with it so far. The account opening process was so simple and you can basically do it online. Plus it nearly has all of the benefits of the NAB account that we just spoke about. Plus you get no ATM fees across Australia, meaning that you can use literally any ATM and you will get charged a fee by the ATM, but Macquarie will actually reimburse you straight away, as you can see in this screenshot. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I do my banking mostly with cards. I don't like using cash because for me, it's a bit of a hassle. But if I really do need it, I can use any ATM without worrying about a stupid fee. So account fees and those monthly requirements are not needed with this bank. And you'll also get no fees on international purchases. So you can say goodbye to that 3% foreign transaction fee with those other banks. And the mobile app with Macquarie is, I would say, it is one of the best apps on this list. The UI and how it functions is actually really good. And you get notifications whenever you spend money or whatever it may be. So it all keeps it very secure. And basically, you know exactly what's happening. Plus, you can also use Apple Pay, Google Pay, which is pretty standard, and also get shopping discounts through the app, through e-gift cards. But I've never used these, so I can't really comment on them, but it's there if you need it. Now, the whole reason why I actually opened this account was to get rid of ATM fees and the international transaction fees. So this actually works fine. So for your scenario, you might not want to open up a NAB account. You might just want to open up a Macquarie bank account straight away and just skip the other account. Seeing as Macquarie gives you more benefits, so it's really up to you. Before we go into the next one, please like and subscribe if you're finding value so far. It's for the YouTube algorithm. I know everyone says this, it's very cliche, but it really helps out. So that brings us to the third account that I use, which is the HSBC Everyday Global account. Now this one has really been a game changer for me for the past year and a bit, and I would honestly recommend this to everyone, only if they do their own research to see if it's right for them, of course. The reason why I say this is because they give you a 2% cashback on transactions under $100, but they have to be tap and go transactions, meaning that you have to use PayWave. And I think 2% is huge simply because no other bank that I know has this feature in a debit card. It's usually credit cards that have this feature. There's also no foreign transaction fees, monthly fees, or service fees, so it's basically free to use. Now, to get the cashback feature, you do need to deposit $2,000 per month, But if you can't do that, you don't get charged any monthly fees, so the account is basically free anyways. Plus at the moment they also have a $100 bonus that they're giving away to new HSBC customers, and you also need to follow these steps, so just pause the video and read them. It's pretty simple. I have actually made an in-depth video on this card and this bank account and some stuff that you should know and consider before opening it. So there's a link in description and there should be a pop-up on your screen as well, so go have a look. Now the fourth and the last bank account that I use is the Westpac Choice transaction account and the Westpac Life savings account. Now the only reason I opened up this account is because at the moment Westpac is offering a massive 3% interest rate on your savings, which of course in this super low rate environment, you already know how high that rate actually is. So to actually get that 3% interest rate, all you have to do is you need to open up the transaction account and the Westpac savings account as well. And you need to spend at least 5 times on your transaction account to get the bulk of the interest rate. And you also need to grow your savings balance each month to get the full interest rate. Now again guys, I made an in-depth video on this savings account and a few others as well, which are really good at the moment. And there should be a pop-up on your screen right now, and there's a link in description as well. So have a look if you're still deciding on which account to choose. So what I like to do at the moment is with these 4 accounts with these 4 different banks, and my current setup is that I will transfer $2,000 each month to the HSBC account to get the 2% cashback, while doing my everyday spending with either HSBC or Westpac, depending on how big my transactions actually are. So spending with HSBC and Westpac gives me the cashback with HSBC, and I also get the 3% savings with Westpac. So essentially I can get both benefits this way. And with the Macquarie account, it just sits there with some money, and it's literally only there for ATM use if I need it. And with the NAB account, I've literally had it for ages. It's been like so long, and honestly I cannot be bothered closing that off at the moment, so it just stays where it is. Now there's also a good substitute for the Macquarie account, and this is the ING account. And with them you can also get no ATM fees in Australia and around the world, plus no international transaction fees, which is a huge bonus. But you do need to deposit $1,000 per month with ING, but if you compare it to Macquarie, there is no deposit requirement, which is why I use Macquarie for now, because my deposits always go into either HSBC or Westpac. Now at the moment, this works fine for me, but it might not work for you. But at the very least, you now at least have some options that you can check out to avoid ATM fees and international transaction fees. And hopefully that ridiculous number of $200 million per year, hopefully we can get that number down as much as possible, because that's just ridiculous. So that's it for the video guys. Hopefully you learned something new. If you want to learn more about the HSBC card or the top current savings accounts, there should be those 2 videos popping up right now. Please like and subscribe for more videos and click the bell icon. It really helps out a lot, and I'll see you in the next one. Now at the moment